What is going on, everybody? It is Alex from Everything for iPod. Here is iOS 7 on my iPhone 5. I'm here to show you the ins and outs of it. We're doing a full in-depth tour. First of all, I just want to say that if you're interested in installing iOS 7 before the release date this fall, you can actually install it now by going to earlyios.com. You can install it. It's very simple. There's instructions on the website, and it doesn't cost a lot either. You will get your UDID activated. So that's how to do it, and we're going to take the full in-depth tour now. So here you can see it kind of, when you unlock it, has like a soft fade in and a soft fade out when you lock it. Really neat. Slide to unlock. There's no physical slider anymore, but you still make the same motion to unlock, and then you get a nice animation of all of your apps falling into place. Also on the lock screen, you have a pull-down notification shade with some notifications for today, all, and missed. You also have your quick settings down here, all of your settings up there, your brightness, your music player, you have AirDrop and AirPlay, and then flashlight toggle. You have a clock toggle, calculator, and camera toggle right there. You also have a small camera pull-up right here where you can get into your camera. We'll take a look at that in a little bit. But now we are in here where you can actually access the same things. So first of all, we're just going to take a look at some of the drastically updated apps. Of course, all of the apps have major updates as far as design goes, but there are a few apps in particular that have complete overhauls, and one of them is the camera application. So the camera application now has 4 modes. You have your video mode with your camera toggle up here. You also have your flash options up there on the right. You also have your photo mode right here, where you can actually preload effects by tapping this button right here. Then you can choose which effect you want. You also have your HDR toggle right here. You just tap there for HDR on and off. You have a square, which is kind of like Instagram, and the effects help with that as well as your panorama right there. Alright, so there's the camera application. Complete overhaul on the camera application. We also have a complete overhaul on the Game Center application. It looks completely different. No more green felt. You can access all of your games. Personally, I'm not a Game Center fan. I don't really use it too much. But it looks pretty nice. You have all your requests here, your friends, and whatnot right in there. You have some basic things. Everything is redesigned, such as like the calendar. Everything looks completely different, but there's not a ton of new features in every single application. There is something cool in Photos where you can actually, I can't show you this due to privacy issues, but it will sort all of your photos based on memories. So if you're in the same location on the same date or around the same date, it will save that as a memory. So maybe you're on vacation for 7 days in Los Angeles, it will save that as a memory. Really neat. You also have a complete overhaul on your music application. Here you can see where you will have all of your iTunes music, playlists, artists. All of your iTunes music will be right in here, but you also have iTunes Radio now, where you have your Now Playing, and it's kind of like Pandora. So you can add a station and choose, what kind of genre you want for your station. I'm just going to choose alternative right here. And let's try indie pop. It will then start playing a preview of the station, short like 5 or 10 second clips for each song before you actually add the station. So you can preview it, see what kind of songs are going to be playing before you actually add the station. Really neat there. I really like that. Really cool, and I definitely see myself using that. I am a music fan. I love music, so I'll be using that. Here you see your folders are completely reworked. Tap it, they pop up like this, and then if you had multiple pages, you could scroll through them there. Really neat. Also, you can see every app is completely redesigned, but of course your third-party apps like Candy Crush are not going to have a redesign. However, I would imagine that a lot of developers will make icons for their applications that kind of match the general UI of this once it is released. Over here up top, I'm going to kind of bring it into focus here. You can kind of see that the AT&T logo up there, there's actually 5 dots instead of bars. So I have 3 out of 5 dots right now. Here's your Wi-Fi indicator, your time, some of your toggles up there, and your battery indicator. So I'm kind of going to just bring this back down here. And actually, I'll bring it back up because I want to show you how the wallpapers work. One of the features introduced at WWDC was kind of this moving wallpaper. And you can kind of see it moving here. Just a tiny bit if you look at it. And this is because this is what's called a still wallpaper. So any wallpaper you use will move a little bit. So even wallpapers that you download will move a little bit. And it does that by just cropping it a tiny bit. So when you go into your settings, and this is general, you would go into settings, you would go down to brightness and wallpaper, and then you would choose your wallpaper. Down here, you have 2 folders of wallpapers. You have dynamic and stills. I'll get to that in a second. All wallpapers that you download are considered stills. So I downloaded this wallpaper. I'm going to set it. And as you can see, if I go back to my home screen, that this wallpaper will just slightly move. All still wallpapers, all images that you take with your camera, download off the internet, will have this slight movement. And it looks really good, even with the stills. It looks really good. It's not overdone. You definitely notice it. And but it's not overdone to the point where it's annoying. If we go back into settings, though, you can choose a dynamic wallpaper. There's only 2 of them in here right now. I'm going to set it, though. And this is kind of like a live wallpaper. This will have much more movement that you're looking for. Kind of zoom out a little bit now. These dots move much more. They spread apart. It's not just a flat image moving. This is more 3D. Either way, still or dynamic, it looks really good. And the best part is when you change your wallpaper, it looks like you're using a completely different theme because everything is translucent. So when you change the color of your wallpaper, maybe right now I'm using a bluish wallpaper. If I later change it to kind of a red and orange wallpaper, the OS has a completely different look, which is really nice. Here's your audio controls right here. This has to be my favorite feature of iOS 7 is this setting shade right here from the bottom. Double tapping will bring you into your multitasking where you can kind of scroll through here. And what's really neat is the pages right here. You can scroll through on your icons or your pages and they kind of separate if you can see. So they kind of like move apart, and when it gets to the center, it will be lined up. So Safari's lined up right now. If I move it, Safari is way out of line there, but now Clock is in line. Really neat how that works. And swiping up will close an application for good. And I'm trying to see if I hold. No, there's no close all feature. It's just kind of going like that. But I can choose settings, go back into music, back to settings, go all the way back. I can go, to contacts, and then jump back. And all of my applications will scatter back. So I don't know if you saw that. Watch how the applications fall back into place. Well, it didn't do it there, but let's see. It only works sometimes. I don't know if it's that it's not working or it's only programmed to do it sometimes, but rewind a little bit, you'll be able to see it. So there's that. I'm going to go into Siri now. Adjust brightness.
Would you like it brighter or darker?
And now you can actually adjust your brightness. So Siri can adjust settings now. Turn Wi-Fi off.
Okay, I turned off Wi-Fi.
So Siri can adjust settings. Really cool. You still have your, help here that you can go to. I'm going to hop into settings and see what other settings we have for Siri. Where is Siri? I think it's in general. Yeah, Siri. So you can, there are new languages. Or not languages, sorry. New accents and male and female voices. I don't believe that they're included yet. I don't think they're included yet. You also have some new features like background app refresh, just a bunch of things in here. But this has been just a pretty much basic general look of iOS, how it works. My favorite features so far, definitely this setting shade, iTunes radio. I like the new camera app, and I really like the wallpapers, and obviously the redesign. It just looks really nice. The moving wallpapers was really unexpected. I could expect this setting shade right here. I could expect everything else. That was something I wasn't expecting, so it's just kind of fun to toy around with. Looks really, really nice. The colors really pop. It's great for a change. I love it. Let me know what you think of iOS 7. Also, if you want to check it out, again, earlyios.com. I will be giving away 5 free spots. So you guys stuck around for the whole video. So if you would like iOS 7 beta for free, leave a comment down below and make sure you say, I want iOS 7 beta, and let me know what your favorite feature. So you have to let me know your favorite feature of iOS 7 and then do like a dash or a space, I want iOS 7 beta. And I'll pick 5 people at random within, the next day or two, and I'll get you guys activated. So beta only works right now for the iPhone 4 and later and the iPod Touch 5th generation. iPads are not supported yet, but they will be supported on iOS 7. So again, final release for this will be in the fall. Right now, the beta is available. Let me know what you guys think. What was your favorite thing announced at WWDC? If you don't know what else was announced, I have a video on that going over the specs of the new Mac Pro, MacBook Airs, everything else. So there will be a link down in the description. Thanks, guys, and I will catch you in my next video.